How's it going, everybody? This is RBT coming at you with my NFL Week 14 prediction video. Going to predict all the games. And gosh dang it, man, I've been making videos for about like an hour, 2 hours in a row now. I've predicted all the BCS bowls, and they're probably not up yet. But if you want to watch that, they'll be uploaded periodically to my channel over the next week. And if you're not subscribed to me, go ahead and subscribe so you'll not miss any of those videos. So that's something you'll want to watch. But let's jump into these games. I might try to make this a little bit faster, try to speed up the pace, so I can quit, because I've been doing this for, gosh dang, 2 hours. But let's start with the Thursday night game, Denver at Oakland. Denver's going to have no problem beating Oakland. I have no doubt in my mind that Denver's and Peyton Manning's going to beat the Raiders in the Coliseum. No explanation needed. I'm going to go Broncos in a blowout 34-13 over the Raiders. St. Louis at Buffalo. St. Louis, man, they're a good team. I mean, I'm not sure if necessarily they match up well against the 49ers or if they're just a good team that they played against the 49ers. And Buffalo coming off a win last week over the Jags, but that was the Jags, so don't get a false perception of them there. I think St. Louis with their defense beats the Bills easily. Oh, not easily. I'll go by 10 points. I'm going to go 27-17 St. Louis in this game over Buffalo. I think Steven Jackson's going to have a really big game. It's that bad Buffalo rush defense. The Cowboys at the Bengals. Man, let's go with Cincinnati in this game. The Cowboys came out with a gift from God victory against the Eagles. Y'all know how the Cowboys are. They can look like a Super Bowl contender one week, then like an absolute pile of dog crap the next week, depending on the play of Tony Romo. Cincinnati has improved the last few weeks. Played really well last week, and I think they're going to upset the Dallas Cowboys at the home field, and I think Cincinnati wins this game by a field goal, 24-21 over the Dallas Cowboys. Kansas City Chiefs at the Cleveland Browns. Got the Browns in this game. Chiefs riding emotion yesterday, beat their opponent. They won against the Panthers by like 6 points, but I mean, you all know they were on an emotional high in that game after everything that happened, which I'm not going to go into. But I don't think they can beat the Browns. Browns playing really good football, man. I mean, if you start the season over and they play like they are today, they could be a playoff contender. They're playing very, very good football. I mean, they might not be winning all their games, but they're playing with the big boys really, really tough. I got the Browns winning by 2 touchdowns. I go 24-10 over the Kansas City Chiefs. They're playing really good defense, running the ball very well, Emerson, and Brandon Whedon's looking like a very, very good quarterback. The difference between him week 1 and now is night and day completely. So I'm going with the Cleveland Browns 24-10 over the Chiefs. Tennessee, my Titans at the Colts. Oh God, oh man, I'm scared to see how many yards Andrew Luck will throw against us. Don't be surprised if we come out and run the ball well against the Colts. And Jake Locker might be playing some good football. I think he'll play alright against the Colts. But Colts will win by a good 10 points. Let's go 31-21, Colts over the Titans. I gotta make, that's my last video I gotta make after this. It's the Colts Titans game prediction. But that's what I'm going with that game, 31-21, Indianapolis. 2 really good defenses matching up here with the Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. Like I said, very, very good defenses, and I think a bomb just went off me. I don't know what that was, but comes down to quarterback play. Jay Cutler, not his best year, but he's a better quarterback, I believe, than Christian Ponder. I mean, it's going to be tough for Chicago going into Minnesota at the Dome and playing and beating the Vikings, but I think it comes down to quarterback play and the Bears. I think the Bears do have a little bit better defense than the Vikings, but I'll go Bears by a touchdown, 24-17 over the Minnesota Vikings. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. Philadelphia playing extremely bad football, man. Every break is going against them. Nick Foles has been named the starter for the rest of the year, so Mike Vick out for the year. Nick Foles looked really bad late in that game last night against the Cowboys. They had the potential to come back, and he looked bad. Tampa Bay coming off a tough loss against the Broncos. They competed really well against the Broncos. I predicted them to win that game. Didn't do so, but they did play very tough, so got to give them that. Broncos a very, very good football team playing against a young Tampa Bay team. And I think Josh Freeman, Doug Martin get the win against the Eagles pretty easily. I'll go 2 touchdowns. Let's go 31-17 Tampa Bay over the Eagles. Baltimore at Washington. Man, this is going to be a tough matchup for RG3. The great defense in the Baltimore Ravens and the young and unexpectedly talent around RG3, as we know of the Redskins. But like you said, a very explosive offense with the Redskins. Poor secondary. Defense, average, below average, aside from secondary, which is one of the worst in the NFL. But like I said, a tough game to predict because, I mean, good defense versus good offense. But I've learned in my predictions to go with defense over offense. I'm going to go Baltimore Ravens in this game I'll go only by a touchdown. I'm going to go 27-20 Ravens over the Washington Redskins in this game. Be fun to watch tonight, the Redskins and the Giants. You might have a better perception of the game after this Monday night game coming up in about 2-3 hours. So we'll see how that goes. Atlanta at Carolina. This game will be an absolute blowout. Only chance Carolina has in this game if Cam Newton plays out of his freaking mind. And that's not going to happen, I don't believe. I mean, he's not been playing extremely bad or anything, but he's not able to carry the whole entire team on his back this year. I guess that's the best way you can put it. But Falcons, one of the best teams in football, arguably the best team in football. 11-1 right now. I don't think that's stopping. They'll improve to 12-1 very easily. I'll give them a 3 touchdown game in this game. I'll go 38-17 over the Carolina Panthers. The Jets at Jacksonville. We got to see how the quarterback controversy ends up. I think Greg McElroy will end up getting the start. Otherwise, Director Ryan would have went ahead and said that Mark Sanchez was starting. But Mark Sanchez got benched last week, and they barely escaped that game, went 7-6. In Jacksonville, they've been playing a little bit better football, even though they got beat by the Bills last week. They played them tough, though, early on. And I might just have a false perception of the Jacksonville Jaguars because they beat my Titans. But Chad Henne is playing better than Blaine Gabbert, definitely. And with all the drama going on in New York with the quarterback stuff going on, we go Jaguars. Jaguars with the upset. Let's go. I'll go by 3 points. I'll go 17-14 Jaguars in this game. San Diego at Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh, even with all the just like New York and other teams with current QB injuries and controversy, I do think Pittsburgh wins this game. San Diego is not a good team this year. They're 4-8. Philip Rivers having an extremely down year. Norv Turner is on the hot seat, definitely, because you're not supposed to be going 4-8 and be the head coach at the San Diego Chargers. That doesn't happen. But with defense alone, running the ball, good tight end play from Heath Miller. I think Pittsburgh wins this game by a touchdown, 21-14. I'll go by 4 points. I go 21-17 Pittsburgh. I think San Diego makes it close. I mean, they're a talented team. And playing with Charlie Batch quarterback, anything can happen, but I'm going to go say it's Pittsburgh in this game, 21-17. Miami at the 49ers. Oh, man. Miami did play the Patriots close last week, but it's 49ers is a different task, especially playing away at San Francisco. I think Colin Kaepernick, even though they lost last week against the Rams, he provides a different type of spark that Alex Smith does not. And this might be Colin Kaepernick's last chance. If they lose this game, man, I think it definitely goes right back to Alex Smith. And with that being the implication, I think Colin Kaepernick will play out of his mind in this game against Miami. They should have no problem winning. I'll give them a 14-point win in this game. I'll go 28-14, the 49ers over the Dolphins. Whoa, sorry. 28-14, San Francisco over Miami Dolphins. Arizona Cardinals at Seattle. Two defenses which are good. Seattle definitely much more so than Arizona. Arizona's been playing bad football as of late. Early on, they looked like a pretty daggum good football team, and then they've hit an extremely tough stretch. Started out the season 4-0 and have lost every game ever since. Lost to New York last week, 7-6, and they're not going to be able to beat the Seahawks. Seahawks are a very good football team with Russell Wilson at quarterback. Seahawks in this game by 17 points, I believe. I'll go 27-10 Seattle over Arizona. And another very good game, the New Orleans Saints versus and at the MetLife with against the New York Giants. As we all know, this will be a quarterback game between Drew Brees and Eli Manning. We'll see how the defenses play. Whatever defense will play better will win this game. And I think When you look at it, its defenses are not so great, and I know that firsthand because I have the Giants on my fantasy team. They've been benched for forever. But man, I think I'll give home field advantage to the victory in this game. I mean, Saints could come out and win easily, but it's hard game to predict. But I'll go Giants in this game by a field goal. I'll go 31-28 Giants in this game. But like I said, Saints can very easily win and wouldn't surprise me at all. Detroit at Green Bay. Oh man, two very, very, very good quarterbacks in Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, both teams have came up. I mean, oh man, the Detroit Lions came up really short as of late, and both these teams squared off a few weeks ago, and Detroit came off very, very unlucky in that game and lost by 4 points. The Packers won 24-20, and so these teams are pretty much match up very evenly. But with this game playing being at Lambeau Field, I think this time around the Green Bay Packers get a touchdown win, and I'll go 27-20 Green Bay over Detroit. And in the Monday night game, which is going to be an epic battle of all proportions, the Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots playing at Gillette Stadium. Two of the best teams in football. Patriots traditionally one of the better teams in football. Houston's kind of surprised some people this year, but they definitely arguably the best team in football. Some people say the Falcons, some people say the Houston Texans, but that's up for debate. All I know is they're 11-1 and are a very, very good football team. Patriots, I mean, they're taking advantage of an easy schedule, one of the easiest in the NFL. Don't get me wrong, they're a great team, but they're not on caliber like they have been years past. I mean, if Tom Brady's your quarterback, he could play on any team in the NFL and they'd go 9-3, or they possibly could. But their defense is still not gelled together like they need to be. Maybe a few more draft classes and they'll be the best team in the NFL by far. But as of right now, I'm going to go with the Houston Texans. I think the defense is better. I think as a whole, the offenses match up quite evenly. They don't run necessarily the same style of offense, but they both have similar talent. With Rob Gronkowski in this game, I think the Patriots would win this by a field goal, but without him, with that only one tight end target, I'm going to go Houston Texans. Let's go 28-24 over the New England Patriots. So that's been my NFL Week 14 prediction video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your picks in the comment section below. And as always, roll Tide, go Sox, and go Titans video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day, guys, and see you later.